A very warm welcome to Yildiz Readings 5D. Before we get into the content, a very warm welcome and an update as to what we do here. We cover your psychic energies by zodiac, your twin flame path, astrology and more. And yes, we are live every Friday, so come along and join us and click the bell, you'll get a notification. And we do have the Members Hub. Now the Members Hub is a protected place where twin flames can go. You also can get the pre-release content ahead of the game and all the extensions, Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus, due to the fact I'm a psychic medium. Now, separately, we have additional lives, but just click the bell and I'll update you. And if you do want a booking, the website link is below and above on the screen. You can see we have different styles of readings. We also have group sessions. Without further ado, let's get into the video. Sit back, relax, grab a cuppa, and I'll see you on the other side. Hi beautiful Scorpio, we're here to do your psychic update. I have pulled the cards and I've sat with the energy and we're going to tuck straight into it. Now, I am seeing from your cards, you may be in this spiritual connection. There's something to do with your values. And I feel for some of you, if this is a twin flame connection, you may be actually visually seeing, meeting or crossing paths with TF for some reason. Otherwise, I do feel very separately. There's something to do with your dreams that is up in question, okay? Now, I do feel for a few weeks, potentially you've been really mustering up the courage to look at the truth with the situation. And when I say situation, it feels you're meditating upon a circumstance at the moment in a sense of needing to make a choice, left or right. But you could feel a little bit like, you know, are you on mission? Are you on path? It may be due to the fact we currently have Jupiter and Pisces moving retrograde. Things are going to make sense, but initially they're not. Okay, so this is what you need to know. I would say balance your crown chakra, keep your fluid up. From what I'm seeing here is you're casting a critical eye on some elements of detail. I do feel some truth and revelation is coming, but spiritually speaking, it's like you're wanting peace. For some of you, what I'm seeing, all right, both with the dreams, potentially a circumstance had happened, linking back to an ancestor, can be an anniversary date, but it's also Gaia energy. So there's a few messages coming through, and I'm going to break each message down that's coming in a formatted sense. There may be a male energy that passed over. This person is operating as a guide. It can be for some of you that peace pipe, you know, going to some sense of a ceremony, and you're looking at it from a different stage. You know, initially it may not be, you know, you're trying to connect in spiritually. Some of you may not understand that this individual is with you, guiding you, and some of you may not understand that through this energy they're trying to help you make peace with the situation. So sometimes this can be a 3D circumstance that actually plays out in our life. It can be a scenario where we're meant to look at an old wound, to look at an old situation, and it feels like something that's happened to us. It can be that we had kin pass, you know, DNA kin pass, and then we're revisiting that subject. However this is playing out for you though, this is a maturity. This is your guides working with you. This is helping you through adversity overcome that obstacle. And sometimes the blockage can be, again, healing, right? I do feel there is a person who's coming into your life and you are going to make sense of it after the fact, but you may be making peace with it. I do feel that if there's been conflict and misunderstandings, this is a time that can be coming up. And I also feel, relating to the spiritual connection, you can see how much you've changed, but there is peace that you are making with the past, and the old version of you is shedding away and the new version of you is being reborn. And initially, you may not feel as though you know where you're going. And it's unique that, you know, some of my psychic downloads lately, they've been coming through ever so quickly, potentially due to the fact that Mercury is very cognitive, it's very third eye and retrograde, it all amps up. So the one thing I'm sensing for you guys, it's a little bit like The Dare in the Woods. Now, there was a show that came out on Netflix, and it was very much linked to that. And it was, and I believe my friend said to me, she goes, I don't understand why it's called, I've got to get the name of it. I'll try and remember to put it in here. Some of you might know what it's called. But it's a little boy that's a deer, and it's that, you know, it's a rebirth. So you're feeling brand new. You may be really in that indigo element, very highly sensitive and receptive. And getting to a point, you're kind of moving into this new cycle. And that's what I'm hearing, the term new cycle. But you might be a bit guarded at first. Am I safe? Can I move forward? Is it going to be okay? When we're in our ego, we're very 3D. And we may not necessarily be connected in with Gaia source energy, and it's not that you're not always connected. It's that you can't see the hay for the clouds because you're operating from a humanistic experience. You may need to look at analytics and details and make sense of it. And it is, again, an element of healing. But you do have this coming up. It's really, love is coming to you, a reconnection, but you are casting a critical eye on it. And I do feel you probably don't see this coming. You don't know how you're going to feel if this is to come. Love is really hot topic at the moment, especially in the air and in the energy where we're wanting to be nurtured. I do feel you have a few things going on, Scorpio, and this can be your emotions, your feelings, family, but I feel you're doing it incredibly private. I feel there's this poker face energy going on, and I feel you're meditating upon circumstances. I feel this blushing in the face coming through, and you could potentially be, again, crossing paths, maybe somebody making a general comment to you, and I'm seeing fluster energy in the cheeks, so it sort of feels a bit of blushing, a bit of shyness and meekness. That's what you're wanting, but it seems like that's going to occur. Something's going to happen to give you a bit of goosebumps, make you feel a little bit nervous of an environment. It's not a bad nervous though. It's a stark contrast from what you had been experiencing. So it's a pleasantry. It's not lower frequency by any means. I can see a building, and I see a meeting of people. Some of you you're not quite knowing how you're going to do it, but you're looking over everything you've learned. You're looking over how potentially in the past you might have sold yourself short. But your emotions are going to be very receptive at the moment, especially moving into this eclipse. And I feel you're really guided to trust your instincts, especially when it comes to knowing that this person's coming in, knowing how to deal with it, and choosing correctly. Again, I do feel you're really controlling yourself. And I'm going to put clarifiers as I go, because I feel, these healthy choices, there's no set path. It's a little bit like I'm being given the analogy psychically of not necessarily Hansel and Gretel. Hansel and Gretel as an analogy, but Little Red Riding Hood, But yeah, Hansel and Gretel, leaving the breadcrumbs, and so you can go. It's a little bit like an escape plan. That's how it's coming through. Thank you. So the good choices is you kind of got this backup plan. That can be emotionally, mustering through your third eye. It's starting to give me a headache. But you're trying to be very practical. You're like, look, I need to be realistic here. And, just be really fluid in the moment. I feel... you may have an overactive masculine energy at the moment going on. I do feel there's an element where you're relating to a connection of protection. You're protecting yourself. And I'm going to pull another chakra card, because I feel, if anything, the discord that you've experienced in the past is almost potentially what you're thinking is going to happen again. And when we think it, we create it. So you're a little bit on guard at the moment. You may feel a little bit disillusioned, not believing in the dream. And it's okay not to believe in something. It means you've outgrown it, and that's okay too. But if it's coming from a guarded perspective, it's to do with healing. Yeah, foundation, to do with healing. I do feel some of you are going to be having a bit of a shift in your home, in your environment, and there could be a little bit of a change. Now, that can be renovating, it can be, but it feels psychological coming out of thy shell, moving out into the world and doing something new. And I feel this newness potentially can be making some of you feel very nervous. I do feel you're going to be, you have this benchmark at the moment of what needs to happen with this love interest. But I can feel a few energies. Now, when that happens, it can be two things. It's either this person has personally transformed, or you directly are thinking about two people, and there's two energies here. Yes, we did break the video in half because I went on and on and on. This is pretty deep, guys, so come and have a look. There appears to be three energies here, three paths forward. Which one will you choose, Scorpio? Thanks for joining Yildiz Readings 5D. Yes, we have a whole lot more content coming up, so please subscribe so you do get the notification. Do click the bell. Now, we are live every Friday. If you look above the screen, you will see the information, as well as I will start posting it the day before in the community tab to give you an update and a reminder. Those of you who are looking at how to join the Members Hub, this is where you can locate it. And also below every video, I have a link directly for that. If you do want to make a booking on the website, we do have the image of the website above here. It is quite easy to navigate through. We have a lot of webinars and different services coming up, and there's a video that you can watch to help you through the process. If you have any issues, inbox me. Please don't book and I can help you on the other side. Love and light, guys. Take very good care of yourselves, and I'll see you throughout the months.